each package of noodles between the different brands will have different thicknesses, even if it's the same size. So the extra largest, you'll find some that are thicker and some that are thinner. When you see the noodles are a little thicker, you'll get a chewier noodle and it won't break as easily when you stir fry it. So my choice always is the thicker of the dried noodles. For the extra large size, you can make a ton of different dishes. You can make Thai dishes such as pad see ew or pad ki mao, or you can make the river rice noodles in Chinese cooking, either the gravy kind or the dry kind. So today I'm going to show you how to prepare these noodles, and I'm going to show you how to make the gravy style of Chinese noodles. The best way to get these noodles ready to cook is to soak them overnight in cold water in the refrigerator. There are other ways you'll hear about soaking these. One is to put them in boiling water and then let them soak. The other is to put them in hot tap water and let them soak for half an hour before you cook them. I don't like either of those methods because the noodles tend to get too soft and they fall apart when you're cooking them. Often you'll find on the back of the package, it will tell you to soak it in boiling water or in hot water, but you'll like the texture much more if you soak them in the refrigerator in cold water overnight. Need to soak them way ahead of time. You can hold them for about 5 days in the refrigerator in cold water. That way you can have 2 meals off of 1 package of noodles. Now let's make our Chinese rice noodles with gravy. We'll need onions, bell peppers, chicken stock, cornstarch dissolved in water, black beans, they're fermented dried black beans, soy sauce, oyster sauce, roast pork, white pepper, salt, ginger, garlic, sesame oil, and half a package of noodles that have been soaked. To start, we're going to fill our wok up with water and turn it on. You'll want your water to come to a complete boil before putting your soaked noodles in it. Now that your water is at a rolling boil, time to put in your soaked noodles. You'll want your noodles to soak in the boiling water for about 1 minute until they are softened. Let your noodles drain completely and then put them in a bowl and cover it with a film wrap. Letting your noodles sit like this for a while will create almost like an oven where your noodles will develop a nice chewy texture, and you want that little bit of bounce when you're biting into your noodles. Now that your noodles have rested for 5 minutes, it's time to coat them in the wok just to make your base layer of this dish. Heat up your wok and make sure it's completely dry. You'll want to add a little bit of neutral oil. Just as it's smoking, put in half of your garlic and half of your ginger and give that a stir. Place your noodles in and give it a toss. The oil will help break up your noodles, and you'll want to add just a little bit of salt and a little bit of white pepper. Once all those flavors coat your noodles, add a touch of sesame oil. Okay, in a dry wok, turn on the heat and add a little bit of oil. Add your onions and your peppers and your black beans. As your black beans heat up, smash them in the wok. You'll want to smash your black beans so that you'll get the most amount of flavor. Add your ginger and your garlic. Give it a nice toss to combine. Add in your roast pork. Give that a toss. Now add in your chicken stock, white pepper, soy sauce, oyster sauce, and give it a toss. At this point, your veggies are al dente, your pork has been heated, and you just want to add a little bit of cornstarch. Give that a stir to heat. Once your sauce tightens up a bit, it's time to plate. And there's our rice noodle dish with gravy. This dish smells so good. It's got that ginger, that garlicky smell, and then that fermented black bean just adds a richness to any sauce that you can't get with any other ingredient. It's got a little bit of savory notes from the oyster sauce and the soy sauce, and it's just comforting because these noodles are nice and bouncy, and it's got that comforting gravy right on top of it. This plate of noodles is gonna be so satisfying, and it is a big plate. It will feed a whole family. But wait, we still have another half of the noodles that we prepared. So watch this video to learn how we make stir-fried rice noodles with beef.